From a Mercedes-Benz SL500 Grand Edition to a multi-million-dollar mansion on 3 acres of land in Baltimore, here is what it looks like to be Lamar Jackson. Having millions in his accounts, Jackson must be living a bit over the top. So, what are some of his possessions? Mansions. Immediately after his contract with the Ravens in 2018, Lamar Jackson decided to treat himself with a mansion worth $1.3 million in Owings Mills, Maryland. Lamar revealed when he was just a rookie that the 8-bedroom property was his first ever purchase after joining the NFL. The home is a brick mansion with 9-foot-high ceilings, a beautiful spiral staircase, elegant and polished hardwood floors, huge windows to admire the green garden, and a modern lobby. And as if that wasn't enough, inside it is decorated with all kinds of luxuries, including a gym, a recreation area, a private pool, a bar, 2 fireplaces, a garage with enough space for 3 cars, an office, and even a spa. There is no doubt that Lamar Jackson did not hesitate to invest enough to have a cozy home that meets all of his needs. All of its amenities make it the perfect residence for the talented athlete. Nicknamed Smiley Face, Lamar is an ever-smiling, likable individual who is always good with fans and people around him. The Ravens quarterback is simply unique. He marches to the beat of his own drum and plays football to the sound of his own whistle. He is unorthodox, nonconforming, and avant-garde in every sense of each phrase. And Ravens fans wouldn't have it any other way. Cars. With over $13 million in his possessions, Lamar must be owning some of the sleekest rides. The most famous machine Jackson has been spotted with on several occasions is the 2018 Toyota Corolla IM hatchback. Corolla IM is loved because of its snazzy hatch style, and its comfortability will create a smile. Its list of standard features include an aero body kit, a 7-inch touchscreen, and active safety tech such as automated emergency braking. Apart from that, Toyota's hip hatchback is a one-size-fits-all model with minimal options. Buyers content with its Econobox performance will still enjoy the Corolla IM's combination of cool and glossy. The Corolla IM features one of the tightest interiors among compact hatchbacks, as well as an odd dashboard design and some low-rent cabin materials. This baby also has standard dual-zone automatic climate control and an incongruent dashboard layout with jutting edges. It also incorporates an unusual white vinyl strip along the lower edge of the dashboard because of the style. The seats are comfortable and supportive, but power adjustments aren't available, unlike on the regular Corolla, which also includes optional heated front seats. Thankfully, the Corolla IM styling doesn't sacrifice cargo space and storage. Although it ranks lower than its rivals in most cases, this hatchback still has plenty of room for cases of energy drinks and sporting equipment. Another machine which Lamar Jackson drives is the Mercedes-Benz SL500 Grand Edition. There has never been another NFL player quite like Jackson. Even the comparable players to Michael Vick pale in comparison to what Jackson has been able to accomplish in such a short period of time. In 2019, Lamar turned into the league's most prolific weapons behind center as he rushed for 1,206 yards and accounted for 7 scores on the ground that season. Generally, Jackson has completed 64.1% of his throws in his career and has tossed 84 touchdowns to only 34 interceptions. He has also rushed for 3,673 yards and 21 touchdowns. Despite everything that has already been accomplished in his NFL career, Jackson is still the subject of intense media scrutiny. Just as Jackson is unique on the field, he's just as distinct off it. The 25-year-old doesn't have an agent. Instead, he opts to represent himself with the help of his mother. That's just who he is and definitely the reason why the media loves him. Investing in a clothing line. In 2019, the NFL quarterback launched his own clothing line under the brand name Era 8 Apparel. He markets one-of-a-kind apparel, including hats, face masks, and even covers for iPhones, all of which have the number of his jersey. According to the feedback we obtained from the company's website, this business initiative looks to be rather successful. The apparel brand's Instagram profile now has thousands of followers and is continuing to grow. Girlfriend. I bet you are asking yourself, is Lamar Jackson in a relationship? Well, meet Jamie Taylor. The pair has been dating since his college days at the University of Louisville. Jackson, as well as Taylor, likes to remain low-key about the relationship, away from the public eye, so that's why one will notice that there is not much detailed information on her or about their relationship. However, in an interview with the Baltimore Ravens, Taylor addressed how she's learned to handle criticism when Lamar calmly tells her not to get mad when she reads stuff online or elsewhere. Jackson advises her to not take it to heart and keep doing what she's doing. From a Halloween interview of 2019, sources quote that Taylor is a Harry Potter fan and Jackson dresses up as Harry for that Halloween. Taylor is of the African American descent. Ravens general manager Eric DaCosta set the internet on fire when he referred to him as a unique cat earlier this season. But just because Jackson is different doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's doing in terms of his deal negotiations. Jackson's ongoing contract negotiations have been unlike anything the modern NFL world has seen. A young franchise QB with an MVP already under his belt at age 25, negotiating directly with the general manager of his organization. It's unique and unlikely. Such a situation was always bound to cause complications. With that in mind, it shouldn't come as too much of a surprise that Jackson is still without a new contract as he enters training camp for his fifth-year option season. Lamar has seemingly been hesitant in negotiations. The Ravens seemingly confirmed this when they insisted they were working at Lamar's pace this offseason. They aren't trying to rush their superstar QB, and from Jackson's point of view, he's not looking to rush into any deal either. He's taking a very calculated risk. Jackson knows that he's coming off the worst deal of his NFL career. While the former All-Pro started off hot and was arguably an MVP frontrunner earlier in the season, Jackson tailed off and struggled mightily down the stretch before suffering an ankle injury that ended his season prematurely. His value isn't nearly as high as it could be. Jackson knows this, and he's partially betting on himself to increase that value this season. But that's not all Jackson is betting on. In fact, the risk associated with waiting is curbed significantly as a result of one specific wager being placed. Jackson is betting on the quarterback market, even more than he's betting on himself. Over the last 6 months, we've seen the likes of Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Derek Carr, and now Kyler Murray, among others, sign big money extensions. With every new QB extension that's signed, the quarterback market only continues to inflate. Jackson is well aware of this, and so too are the Ravens. That's why the Baltimore front office has been pushing to get an extension done sooner rather than later. They know that Jackson's price tag will only continue to go up, especially if he returns to his MVP form in 2022. Whatever the deal will be is only going to fatten Lamar's net worth. At the moment, Lamar's net worth is approximated to be $13.7 million. Something we're sure of is that the Ravens quarterback will amass more wealth than this in the future, only that we don't know how much.